This week on O's Pa's Woodshop, floating shelves. All right. We'll make this, I don't know, maybe we'll make them 7 inches. 7 inches there. This kind of looks like a wide spot right here. We'll make that be 7 inches. And then draw us a line. How do we like that? You know what? I think that's kind of cool, but I think this might be a little cooler. I kind of want to have that crack in it over there. And this one here, we're going to make it be 6, we'll make it be 7 inches also, I think. Let this be 7 inches. Yeah, and that gets the crack in it. Yeah. That would be kind of cool. Right to there. Yeah, that looks pretty good. And I'll have this middle piece for something else. All right, let's go over to the bandsaw and cut this up. Wait, what is this piece? 7 inches. Wow, how about that? 7 inches is our magic number.
Yes, come on, shorty, let's go. Girl, I see you over there in the corner of the dance floor, and I know you're acting shy, looking at the corner of your eyes. So I pick my heart up off the floor, move my feet closer to yours, catch my breath and I say, I'm the one you're looking for. So come on, dance a little dance, take my hand, darling, take a chance. You be my queen, I'll be your king, show you everything that you've been missing, shorty. So come on, dance a little dance, got me in a trance in just one glance. So don't wait no more, I'm more, I'm the one you're looking for, shorty. Oh, girl, I see you over there hesitating, deliberating, you keep me waiting on a sign, looking at the corner of your eyes. So I pick my feet up off the floor, move my hips closer to yours, catch my breath and I say, I'm the one you're looking for. So come on, dance a little dance, take my hand, darling, take a chance. You be my queen, I'll be your king, show you everything that you've been missing, shorty. So come on, dance a little dance, got me in a trance in just one glance. So don't wait no more, I'm more, I'm the one you're looking for, shorty. I'll be the one you're looking for, shorty. So come on the dance floor and baby show me all your moves, all your grooves, shorty. I got something to prove to you. So come on, take a little chance, got me in a trance in just one glance. So don't wait no more, I'm more, I'm the one you're looking for, shorty. So come on, dance a little dance, dance a little dance. Come on, dance a little dance. So come on, dance a little dance, take take my hand, darling, take a chance. You be my queen, I'll be your king. Show you everything that you've been missing, shorty. So come on, dance a little dance. Got me in a trance and just one glance. So don't wait no more, I'm me, I'm more. I'm the one you're looking for, shorty.
All right, so now it's the next day, and I made some bars yesterday. Just to recap. I mortised out the backside of the shelves to make these little bars, so these bars will fit in there flush. And now I have to put some holder upper things right here. So I'm going to cut 4 of these. No, I'm going to cut 4 at 5 inches and 3 at 7 inches. No, 3 at 4 inches. Oh well. 5, 10 and an eighth, 15 and a quarter, and 20 and 3/8. That sound about right? Something like that. Perfect. So we'll use this and cut that off. Three of them at 4 inches. 4, 8 and an eighth, 12 and a quarter. Does that make sense? I think so. Okay, there we go. I got my metal shop out. Here's our little 4-inch pieces. They need some help, because we don't want to try to weld nothing on there that way. Plus, when it goes into the wall, you know, I don't really want to try to jam a square thing in here, and I don't really want to leave that hollow. Just my thinking. I don't know if that's smart or not, but I don't think I want to leave that hollow. So what I'll do, get my little tape measuring device out. I don't know if you call this an official slagging hammer or not, but it's what I'm using. Yeah, that'll be fine. Perfect. So I'll just set that aside, grab the next one and do the same thing. I went back here about 3/4 of an inch. Oh, I was using a felt pen on the last time. I'll come back here 3/4. I think that's what I did. Somewhere in there. Good morning. So this is the next day, of which day I don't know. I think I've been working on this project for 2 or 3 days. We're still working on the floating shelves, and I don't keep real good track of what I filmed so far, but I'll just update you on what I've done. I made these bars with little square holes in the end of them, which, you know, probably isn't the most efficient way to do this, but this is Opaw's wood shop. We're not necessarily efficient. That's just the way it is. So, all right, so here we go. So this is what we were working on, floating shelves. I made this bar, which will have these 3/4 inch square tubes welded into them, and I made it all the way through so that I could get a better weld. I weld the back side and I weld the front side, and this will make it stronger just for my own peace of mind. I mean, you could probably stand on them and they won't break, but I just did it this way because, you know, in Opaw's workshop, we do it how I feel at the moment, and that's how I felt at the moment. So, yeah, now we got to just drill the holes. So I'm going to start out with a 13/16 paddle bit, and I'm going to drill down about 5 inches, or maybe a little more. And then in this case, the 5 inches is about right, about there. So if I drill down that far, that's how deep I need to drill. I hope you see that. Okay, here we go. So the reason that I'm fitting this here on the bench before I weld anything, rather than just weld these things up. You know, I could put them in, I could weld them, I could put these together over there at the welding table and make them perfectly square and straight. But, you know, I drilled these holes by hand and they may not be perfectly square and straight. So what I do is I'll fit these in the hole, and then I'll put the piece on it and tack it. And then I'll weld it all up on the welding table. That way, if these are a little bit wonky one way or the other, they still, when it's all fitted out, will hold the shelf straight up and down perfectly. Now that was my pilot hole. That was an 11/16. I think I might have said 13/16 before, but this is a 13/16, well used. So I'll use this to go the rest of the way out with my hole. And the reason that I didn't do this in the first place is because this one has a tendency to wander. But if I do a pilot hole, it's just making the pilot hole bigger. So here we go. All right, and I'll just take and put this on here, make sure that it fits properly, or like we designed it. Yeah, looks pretty good. So I'll take this back out of here and double check that it fits maybe through the hole fashion. Wow, I can't ask for a better fit than that, I don't think. Okay, perfect. I'll give you a quick look at that. So this is all ready to go. Now I'll take that over to the welding table and tack that up, and then we'll weld it. So in Opa's workshop, I'm not just about one thing, I'm about a lot of things, because that keeps, you know, that's the spice of life. So anyway, here's the welding section. This is I need to ground this. So I just weld a little chunk on here. There you go, now it's grounded. Now I'm grounded in reality. The bracket all installed. I had shot that whole sequence and managed to lose it all, and so here we are kind of picking up the pieces and making do. So the bracket is, this particular one has the 4" by 3/4 inch, or yeah, whatever, square tube welded in. Probably would have been smarter to use just some 1/2" dowels and weld them in the same way, but I didn't want to go to the store and buy some 1/2" stuff, and I had this laying around, so that's what I used. Number 12s, 2.5" lag screws into the studs, and that should hold it up. Let's see. This is the finished floating shelf, live edge. Hopefully I didn't make you too dizzy. Anyway, that's pretty much the gist of that, and we'll put this back on the tripod, and I'll do a quick install there for you, and we'll call this a finished project. So here we go. Oh, also, I did oval the top parts of these holes out just to accommodate any welding problem. Perfect. All right. We'll put a couple bowls up here. This guy. A couple more just for fun. Yep. Looks about right, doesn't it? There we go. There we go. All right. Yeah, thanks for watching.